Hi, my name's Captain Bill Wright, and you will not recognize me from other videos. However, as you know, we all watch videos about safety, security and environment. But today, we want to talk about you and how to make your sign-off and back-on process smoother and faster. To start off, let's talk about who will assist you with this process. The HR Center is the division in charge of all your documentation needed to board or leave the ship. And it is very important that you and your fellow crew members are clearly aware of how to make these processes as quick and efficient as possible. So let's take a closer look at this video that will help you understand how to proceed in the case of a real sign-off. If you're watching this video right now, most probably you are in your sign-off meeting, a very important part of the sign-off process. You may see the meeting like this. Unfortunately, this is not always the case. Some people may see the sign-off meeting like this. It is very important that you understand that the only person who is responsible for all the necessary steps for you to join the next ship is you. And if you do not follow these steps, it will have consequences, as delaying your sign-on or even worse, denying your boarding on your next vessel. The HR Center will provide you with all the information you need to sign off and sign back on for your next assignment. But in the end, you have to do your part. Because remember, safety is everybody's business, but sign-on documents are your business. And remember, crew surveys are the best way to provide feedback, whether it is constructive to help us improve or to recognize employees in our departments that went above and beyond during your contract. This will help our company make your next contract even better than this one.
It is very important that you keep any receipts from any electronic item. If confiscated by security, you may ask them the night before you leave the ship. Cigars, all liquors purchased during your contract. If you can't prove these items are yours, you may leave the ship without them.
Also, it is very important that you follow all the rules and regulations with regards to customs in the country where you're signing off. Remember, if you don't declare the items on your customs form, you may be charged by customs officials, or worse, your belongings, including large amounts of cash, may be confiscated. As always, if you are in doubt, turn to those who can help.
The HR Center is only a few steps away, and they can provide you with all the necessary information to avoid any problems with customs. Please remember, you are the only one responsible to clean your cabin when you sign off. Think about your fellow crew member that will arrive right after you. Or even better, think how would you like to find your new cabin when getting on the ship?
vacation is going smoothly. It's happy times. But you soon know it's time to go back to work. And if all your documents are in order, you'll get back on board. Do your job and get your well-deserved money. But as I told you before, having the necessary documents is your business. Let's take a look at this video to check all the mandatory documents you'll need to sign on your next ship.
First, it is very important to confirm your return assignment on the HR web portal. While on vacation, you will receive an email asking you to reconfirm the date and the ship you'll join, and to help make your sign-on process faster and smoother by updating your personal info on the same web page. This portal allows you to confirm your assignment, check on specific documentation required for your vessel, as well as look up other interesting information about where in the world you are headed to next. Remember that it is very important that all your sign-on documentation is in your hand luggage and with you at all times. Important documents should never be packed with your checked luggage, as this may get lost. Remember, you can sign on without luggage, but you cannot sign on without documentation. Your passport has to be valid for at least 1 month after your projected sign-off date. Any other expiration date will not be accepted. And remember, Royal Caribbean vessels operate worldwide. Make sure that you pay close attention to any specific details the crew administrator will provide you for the country you will sign on in, and special requirements based on the international itineraries.
I believe now you understand how important it is to have all your paperwork ready way ahead of getting to your next ship. It's your responsibility to get in touch with your hiring partner or the travel department if something goes wrong while on vacation. Now you are on vacation, sitting comfortably on your chair and everything's fine. But guess what? Things can get bad fast. Now, as you can see, you have a long and smooth vacation ahead of you. But guess what? Things can get worse. Now you were relaxed before, but with a lot of time ahead of you. The time's running out. You better renew your passport. You better get a new visa and get all your medicals done. You have a lot of things to get done now. But guess what? Things can get even worse. Lights could go off and the place can get filled with smoke. Now you're scared and alone in the dark. And although the lights and the smoke have nothing to do with any of this, it can help to prove a point. If you feel scared and alone in the dark, look for the hiring partner in the travel department. They will give you all the support and information you need to go back for a happy sign-on back on the ship.